What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. We're playing some Kingdoms and Castles on the infrastructure update right now, which, as far as I can tell, it added a whole bunch of buildings that allow you to turn barren land and like run water all over the place. From what I can see, it's basically moving the game in like a SimCity direction where you get to start like managing where water goes and how things function. We need to get some walls in. That's going to be our biggest problem for right now. We probably have a raid coming in really soon. I don't know what year we're on, but we're on year 12. Chances are we're going to get punched in the dick by a bunch of Vikings pretty soon. And you know, I'm not down with that. I'm just not down with it. Unfortunately, we are spending a lot of money on our infrastructure. We've got no money coming in right now. We're taking like 37. We're barely breaking even on cash right now. We need more villagers before we can do much else, and so unfortunately, until that happens, we are stuck sort of sitting and waiting. We do have a food surplus, which means that it's a perfectly good time for us to expand out the amount of people that can live here. So let's put in another well. Where are my wells at? So I got a well right there, a well right there. I don't have... All of that is actually covered by a well, which is over there somewhere. I don't know. Over there! The mystical place where wells come from. Over there. Apparently that's where we've got wells at. Let's work on getting more people. How about that? We'll see if we can get a few more villagers along the way. So there's a nice little building right there. Put in a nice little apartment block that they can live inside of and pay way too much for rent. Just like the rest of us. Man, rent is brutal. I really wish they put rent control in. I live in San Francisco-ish. And God, dude, the rent out here is so brutal, and it didn't used to be this bad. When I got out of high school, my first apartment was like $450 a month. And then that same apartment, if you go back and check their prices now, is over $1,700 a month. It's just like, you got to be kidding me, dude. It's been brutal. It's been absolutely awful, man. It's been terrible. And like the other part is I don't know anybody anywhere else, so it's not like I'm going to move away. I'm kind of past the age where you make new friends. And so, like, I have my friend group. I have all the people I hang out with. I'm pretty happy with that assembly of people. And, like, I don't know. I'm not the kind of person that's going to race out to make new friends. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of just, like, do my thing. But, like, I don't have college. I work from home. And so, like, if I leave, I'm just going to be isolated, sitting around by myself, all by my lonesome. Food, glorious food. There goes a harvest right there, which is pretty good. I love the way all the little numbers pop up when, like, harvest season comes along. It makes me way more happy than it probably should. Happiness is sitting along the edge right now of where we want it to be. I'd like for it to be a little bit better, but oh well. Let's start off with our castle blocks here. I would like to wall this entire area off. The Vikings can just deal with that. That's right, 4 war blocks. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it, Vikings? You can't possibly walk around the outside of that. You're not creative enough. You didn't think of the idea fast enough. We got a well right there so that our library doesn't burn down, or I'm sorry, our apothecary or whatever the hell that is. They're going to rush on over there and use all of the stone in the universe in order to make that work a little bit better. We have a lot of idle people, so as far as our industry goes, I'd love to drop in some new quarries right there so that we can start to tick up on that. Other things that would be a good idea is like anywhere that we have a road running out to the wilderness, it might not be a bad plan to go on out here and get another forester. I don't know where I can place one, but I know that we need one. And so, like, further foresters are the kind of thing that make me happy. It has to be 4 tiles away, so we got to cut the trees right there, and then we can have another... Guapington is a burgeoning town. Hooray, Splattercat's mismanagement hasn't sent us down the economic rabbit hole just yet. It probably will, though. Just wait. That's coming in the next episode where we all die horribly. I'm going to drop that in right there, and then we're going to take this road, and I'm going to take it up to the top. Perfecto. That'll give us another lineup on food, so that'll give us another, like, 24, I'm sorry, another thing. That'll give me a little bit more forestry, so that'll take us up by, like, another 24 a year or something like that. It'll have to work out. It doesn't really have a choice. What do you guys have to say? Peasants are unhappy, they need churches. Peasants worry about food, and did you see the dragon? We should have an army. Okay, they have plenty of food. That's going to be my first argument. Books are for people that apply themselves. That's going to be my second argument. And then, what was the other thing that they wanted? Oh, a church. That's right. Praying is time you could be spending working. I hate to tell you. Dragon has been sighted. Damn it. Damn you, rectangle dragon. Why you gotta mess with me? He's like, hey, I got a couple triangles. F you. Oh, he's gonna burn down my awesome building. I'm so upset about this. He better not. Yeah, burn down the shitty houses. That's what they get. That's what they get for living on that side of the tracks. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. I gotta get my usher on right now. No! You guys had one job. Put out the fire. And they're like, sir, my house is made of thatch. We can't put it out, me lord. It's made of turnip husks. They're very flammable. Like, well, I guess next time, just try a little harder, okay? Next time, just do better. How are we doing on money right now? We're making 14 gold a year. Okay. Better than nothing. Let's go ahead and slap in an archer tower right there just to protect our location. We have plenty of people who are ready to be soldiers. They soldiers. I may move that because I kind of feel like they're not going anywhere while that's right there. So I'll put another one right there. People are sick right now. You should see our little doctors run out to go take care of that. And in fact, you do. These little dudes right here in black are going to be the ones. They go to each peasant. And then when they go to the peasant gets better and they don't die. And then we also get like a happiness bonus or something like that. They're going to be a little bit salty for right now. Just due to the fact that we got attacked by a dragon. That has the tendency... Alright, kill the taxes, damn it. Kill the taxes so they get happier faster. There. Not everyone has access to a church or average home happiness is that right there. We got to bring that back up, though, because I don't want rioting peasants. I like my position in society, and losing that position seems like it would kind of suck. The dragon debuff went away, and ease from the recent plague should go away pretty soon, too. That'll pop back up. We got to pay people money, unfortunately, which, you know, I'm a fan of not paying. But I'm going to put that back up because it should recover anyways. It's trending towards 66. Okay. One peasant left the kingdom. Could be worse. I get plenty of idle people not doing shit anyways, so whatever. We need more peasants. That is the truth. Our food is still good, so I'm thinking we build another cottage right here. And with the remainder of the goodies we have on board, that looks alright. I don't know where I want to go with all this just yet. We've got our tower up and running. I'd like to put in some castle walls before too long. I'm surprised we haven't gotten hit yet. Normally things are trying to murder me by now in this game. We'll bring that back around this way, and we'll put in a gate where we have to put in a gate. But I'm just trying to get us, like, safely stuffed away for the moment. I think a church is a good idea. We do have to pay the clergy in order to make that happen. I don't want to, but I might have to. And so nobody's idle at the moment. They're running some stone around, piling that shit on up and making it into locations that are defensible. My recommendation is to get everything sealed off with walls and then knock out a wall and put in a door and expand to like the next little area that you've already surrounded with walls. It's a good way to keep yourself safe. The burgeoning town is going to have to do better, though. We are bringing in a lot of stone, 74 a year, which is great. We're bringing in what looks like 74 wood a year as well. Creating the wall through this forest is going to be a little bit rough. You've actually got to knock out all the trees, then put in the wall. But it's a task we're going to have to apply ourselves to if we actually, like, long-term want to be viable. And you guys are building and doing stuff over here. I do wish you could right-click that and just make it go away, because I know what they're already going to try and tell me. 11 people visited, only one person came here. We don't need more homes, we need more happiness. Everybody's salty as all hell right now. Just a salty population, just being salty all day long. Just salty, 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 salty. Churches are hella expensive, so I don't know how we're going to afford that. We've got, so with our library right there, that's covering some people. A library over here might work. A library on that side might work too. I mean, if we can keep that right there, I think I'd be alright with it. I wonder if the church does like a bigger radius than the rest of the stuff. I bet it do. I bet you anything it do. We'll go down to the stones right here. Perfect. That's going to be the remainder of our stone. But it will get us locked in on that leftmost bottom front, that southwest area. I'm going to call it southwest. I don't have a compass or anything like that, but still going to call it southwest because that seems to be what's working for us. 8 more people have decided to stay inside of here. My recommendation would be chop down all the trees on that side because I'm going to keep all my forestry over there. And as soon as I can tell what's barren and what is not barren, we'll start building ourselves a few more houses. In this area, it'd be nice to chop down some trees. But, God, trees overgrowing everything over here. There's so many trees around. We are just, like, treed in at the moment. Trees everywhere. Damn, dude. Stop planting trees all over the place. It's year 18. We've got our tower right here. It's going to defend us from Vikings and other things. I could probably put in another one right there just to help out with the situation. How much am I paying soldiers right now? I'm paying 6 to soldiers. Okay, we're getting 15 a year. Keeping the population on the rise seems like the best way to make sure that, like, bad things don't happen. And so that's what I'm going to do. Which way is that facing right here? I want it to face that way. There we go. That'll be like the end of the road on that side. And then we'll put that in. And then on our roads on this side, we'll kind of like drop that stuff on in there. And we continue to develop and become strong. So much strongness happening. Builders, we should have a lot of extra people around. Cash surplus should be on its way up. The more people we can bring in, I think like every 10 people you have, you basically end up with 1 gold. It's a rough conversion. It's like some percentage. It's like 1 gold per 10 rounded down. Doctors are going to have to go out and help out with the plague. I think we just caught something really bad last time where like a dragon came, then we got a plague right after. And so what are you going to do in that situation? We got people who are sick all over the place right now. Hopefully the doctors can get to them and make it all better. I don't want anybody to die right now. Losing a whole bunch of people to plague is going to suck because 23 people have plague, but I'm not seeing the little pop-up that says they have plague, so maybe they got everybody. We're going to take a hit right there just because we got nasty man plague boogers all over the place. And people tend to be set at unease when they have nasty man plague boogers. Who knew? I can probably do something right there with like an orchard, and I can probably do another field right there too just to make sure that that works. So let's put a farm right there. Put an orchard in right there. We'll put in a road on that spot, and then as far as food goes, we'll put in another small granary on that side. Good stuff. I think that'll hold us for a minute, and then we got to get back to building more walls. If we don't have walls, we're going to get run up on super hard. I'm kind of surprised we haven't gotten attacked yet. Like, they used to attack like every 10 years, and you had to be like breakneck pace on... You had to be really, really fast about getting your defenses up, otherwise they would just bleed you back with the way that it used to work, but I guess that's not how it works anymore. The game's gone through some patch cycles, and I'm not familiar with the new way that the game flows, and so speed this on up here. Get these walls all out and taken care of. Yep, castle blocks are good. I'll leave something for a gate right there because down here is where I'm going to expand to next. There's no like major resources down there that are in any way useful to me, but there is a lot of open space, and if we can irrigate this area properly, we should be able to do something with it. With 7 more people growing, yeah, we're getting 20 gold now. That means I can probably put this library back in down here. If I go to my town menu, where's my libraries at? 30 stone gets me a library. If I could put a library in, like, right there, that'd be super swell. It would hit most of those buildings, I think. One right there would work, too. We don't really have a lot of space down here, though. That would get just about everything. Yeah, put a library right there along the walls so that people can be a little bit happier. Bring people's collective happiness up so that more immigrants will come along. I don't want people sitting around being all miserable and mopey like, "Me lord took all of me money for his taxes. Let's revolt." And I'll be like, "You're revolting, but you're not going to revolt because we're going to clamp down on it. You're going to get some. You better believe it, peasant. We'll be up in there just like bop, bop." From where we're sitting, I think we can be pleased with what we've accomplished. I'll probably put in another archer's tower right here for when they inevitably just like run through the gate and get inside the city. And then that one will shoot at people out here. This one will shoot at people over here. The only people who are kind of undefended are these little guys on this side. But they don't have ocean access to get there, so it might not be so bad. 7 more people have decided to stay and hang out inside of our location. We have 44 idle people. Okay. We can hold 450 food. That's good. With all those idle people, it's probably time for us to start thinking about expanding out our industry. Charcoal mining is a pretty good idea. So we can make charcoal over here. I don't want to use like the good spaces for it, but I can put one right there. Houses don't like charcoal, so don't put charcoal makers next to houses. They tend to get upset about it. It's like putting a tannery right next to somebody's house. It messes up their home value, and they get upset about it. And frankly, I don't feel like fielding the angry emails. All right, I don't feel like fielding the angry emails. We'll go like that. That'll give us some charcoal to play around with. We got a lot of people who are idle anyways, not doing anything. And so that'll bring it around full circle. Wood is going okay over here. I'll probably set some people to just like choppity 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 over here and get rid of some of these excess trees that are just sitting around all over the place. I would love to get some more wood in here. And if we can get those trees out of the way on this side, what that means is that I can keep the wall going in that direction. So there's a little bit more wood. They should be carrying that back to a stockpile. Charcoal makers are on this side. I'm a little bit worried about the fact that they're sitting over here burning wood over and over and over again without any kind of like reasonable public infrastructure to keep themselves from burning to death. And so I'm going to put in a well right there too, just in the off chance that they decide to burn down the entire neighborhood and maybe starve us to death by inadvertently setting off a famine due to the fact that a fire got a little bit too lit. We have the stuff right here. Probably go up like that. And then I need to chop that stuff on out of the way. I'll take it up to like right there. And we'll just sort of follow that wall over. And that's going pretty well. We could probably do with a little bit more. How's our cash looking? +7. What are we paying? Oh, it's the library. The library is costing us a fortune. Gotcha. We probably still have the debuff, though. How do we still have the debuff? Like, the majority of our houses, just like these guys over here, don't have a library. Huh. Okay, well, whatever. That means that I need to get more people who live here. Because we are running out of cash right now. Our ducats are looking a little bit thinned out. I'm going to take a road down that way. We'll take a road right there. Perfecto. And while we wait, with these castle blocks on this side, as they start to knock down trees in the middle of the forest, I will start building a wall out and into the middle of all of this stuff. After that, we'll start worrying about getting soldiers paid and making sure that we have enough people to man the walls. If that becomes an issue that we're having trouble staying on top of, I don't really even care if they bulldoze all this stuff. Kill everything. Just, yeah, get rid of all these trees. It'll give us if nothing else, it'll give us loads and loads of wood to use for other things. They've got the road done down here, so what I would do is in spaces that work, I'll make farms. In spaces that don't work, we will put in apartment blocks. We'll put in another hovel right there. They've already got a well, so we don't need to worry about everything burning down just yet. For food, we'll go with a couple of little small farms over here, just like little local deals that they can take care of. And the granary is right there, so they should be able to get over to that pretty easily. They are using charcoal to heat their homes. That does give you a happiness bonus. They like burning charcoal better than they like burning wood. And so if they can burn charcoal, it brings you up ever so slightly, which is why we're sitting at like 68 instead of 66 or whatever. It'll make life easier. Just don't put these in the middle of your residential areas. Otherwise, bad things will happen, and you'll be like, damn it, how did I not know that these bad things were going to happen? We have 22 people who are idle right now. We just added a few more people to farming jobs. I'm so glad that they just walked through the middle right there and dropped the food off on that side, because I was worried they were going to have to go all the way around the outskirts, and that was going to be weak. I was going to hate every aspect of that. We've got a... yeah... we'll get that all built up right there. We'll probably add another gate right there so we can expand out to that little lump of land right there. The land booby, which is what I'm calling that from right now on. It's the land booby. That's what it is. It's kind of round and it like sticks off the side of the land right there. It's the land booby. Gotta stop talking about it. Gotta stop talking about it. What do you guys want? Quarries have no place to store the stone. We need more stockpiles. Okay. Quarries, where you at though? So which quarries are overstocked? These guys don't look like they have much stone standing around, so that's okay. Is it this one right here that's all blocked up? I don't think they need more stockpiles. We just have a lot of people who aren't idle right now, like hauling things. Like, because they can definitely take that stuff, and they can drop it off at the stockpile over here, I think. I don't know, maybe, maybe not. Industry, make a small stockpile then. Put it right in the middle of town. That's a good enough spot for it. And so once that's all done, they'll start taking the excess materials and they'll start dropping them off in this centralized location right here. We have room over on this side to keep the castle going in this direction. So that's good. Chop a few more trees, and then I'm actually going to fill those spaces right there because we ain't got nothing else going on anyways. That'll give us access to a forest on this side. Obviously, we're going to have to chop our way through it at some point to move up to the north. But this is the area that's given us the good stuff, and so I'm all right with it. We're starting to generate some cash. I think we can almost afford to put in like some archer towers along all the entry points, just so we have somebody that can shoot at the enemy. Fire risk is pretty low over here, so that's good. Food is looking great. I don't think we even really have any food to worry about right now. Things appear to be going pretty much stellar as far as food is concerned. If I can sneak in a few more farms over here, we've got a lot of idle people. And I get the feeling people are going to want to have jobs. Maybe we'll do something like that. Another thing that we could do is that if we knock out 2 houses right now... we're sitting at maximum, so I'm going to have to replace those houses. I'll put another cottage right here. And so we'll put in a cottage right there. Which way is that facing? Good. That's facing the right way. If I go like this... and I demolish that, and I demolish that. The other thing we can do is we can take a tavern, and we can drop that in right there. Which way is that facing? I think that's the front side of the building. And so hopefully they get the house built so that people don't leave in despair. 9 found a satisfactory home. So yeah, we're a little bit up and over the top right now as far as our supplies are concerned. They are using that stockpile now, so I assume that the advisor was right about that, that I guess we just needed a place to store all of our stuff. For all the idle hands that we've taken on board right now, though, I would expect things to be going a little bit better. I'll probably put a curve in the wall out here so that we don't disrupt this little area where he's trying to be like wood chopper of the year. That is an award. You can get that. The peasants are unhappy. They will revolt soon. Why are they unhappy? Oh, because they're homeless? They shouldn't be. Oh, that's not done yet. Yeah, finish that up. There you go. Get that all banged out. This is definitely not the time. 3 people left the kingdom. That's okay. We can afford to lose some workforce right now. That gave us a little bit of a trend downwards. But it's going to go back up towards 72, so that's okay. And that's going to largely be due to the fact that I've got this super badass. We got another dragon over here. Oh, that is going to suck. That is 100% going to hurt. What's he going to burn down? Is it just a dragon sighting? Or is it like a dragon attack? There's a big difference between those two things. A huge difference. We have enough supplies right now to where I can put people to work. Rounding off the rest of the wall. So that nothing comes inside of here and attempts to eliminate us from the human strain. Archers are firing at him, which is great. He's going to try and burn something down, though, which is a dick move. What's he burning? A field? It's actually officially a dragon attack. That sucks. How do I tell how much health he has? So we lost a farm right there. I can rebuild that without too many problems. Some trees burning down on that side, and he's trying to kill off the other farm, too. I guess arrows are not good enough for killing dragons. He's taking a lot of damage right now, and he's just riding up out of our territory like he doesn't give a F. There it is. We'll drop that over there. Let me rebuild all the stuff that just got macked on hella hard. Oh, did it actually... What happened right there? Also, where is the nearest well? Oh, well, maybe he burned down my well. That's possible, too. Put another well up there. I like having lots of wells around. People like drinking water. That's one thing that I've learned about this whole medieval process, is that people love drinking water. It's their... Vikings are invading, too? Goody. Where are they invading from? From that side? Okay. I'll do my best to put in some archers' towers, but I can't guarantee they're going to get done. Oh shit, they got an ogre too. Yikes. Okay. Well, there's some funsies. Wow, they're already in. Damn. You went through that wall like it didn't even exist. Just being disruptive. Oof. Man, that Viking invasion was not playing. It was not messing around. So they just, like, steal all of my shit. Put that right back where it was. It's okay. I think you're going to get hit kind of hard the first time before you can get anything else done. So let's rebuild what was lost. And due to my natural obsessive tendencies, there you go. Fire some arrows at those turds. Teach them a lesson. Everything is burning down right now. Good lord. I'm surprised the air isn't burning down at the moment. These guys came up in here with, like, all kinds of dick purpose. So they kidnapped 5 people. I'm pretty sure happiness is going to take a hit on that one. But we did manage to save a lot of the stuff that we had going on. So, you know, win some, lose some. But I think trying to build once they're already here is a bad plan. That's all ready to go right there. We have, like, nobody idle right now, which is a little rough. They kidnapped a couple of people. Happiness is going to take a hit. We have recent trauma from a Viking attack, so, you know, we'll get it under control soon, though. We just got to get some more archer towers to watch out for us along the edges. I can probably do away with that tower now that we have outside stuff happening. In order to delete that, you got to go like so, and then you can demolish the tower. So there it is. That bought us a little bit of space back. Is that trending back upwards yet? And we just kind of hope that it fixes itself. Ain't no way around it, I suppose. Ain't no way around it. Looks like they didn't damage too much, though, except for stuff on this southern edge. So, like, meh. Yeah, tales of the recent Viking rampages. They frightened the visitors away. My name is Splat. Thank you for joining me for an episode of Kingdoms and Castles. It's been a lot of fun. If you guys want to get the game, look down below. You can support the developers that way. I'll have a link for you. If you wanted to support me, you can just like the video. It's the easiest way to do it. Then on top of that, if you wanted to hang out live, you can do that at twitch.tv/SplatterCatGaming. I'd love to have you. I would love to have you. I'll see y'all later. Hi to everybody.